wondering what to do if you have postpartum depression and you're breastfeeding? Today we're going to talk about the 8 mistakes that you make while nursing and struggling with depression or the baby blues. I'm Gregorio, certified women's herbal educator and mama of twins. And on this channel you'll find natural remedies for both women and children's health. So if that sounds like you, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the bell to be notified of my new video each Tuesday. So what are the 8 common mistakes we make when nursing and struggling with our mental health? Number 1, you stop breastfeeding. Now this is the biggest complaint my moms say, that doctors suggest they stop nursing, when actually there are several studies that show breastfeeding can help protect women against postpartum depression. And that actually held true for me as well. I have twins, and the moment I stopped breastfeeding them is when depression started setting in, anxiety started setting in. So prior to that, when I was breastfeeding, at least I was sleeping well. So it's the insomnia that leads to anxiety, that leads to depression. So there is a connection between all 3 of those. So to summarize, don't give up nursing if you don't want to. Do what you feel is best for you and your family and your child. Of course, if it becomes too much, then you may have to pause and stop, but just take note of what you want to do compared to what other people are telling you. Number 2, you don't address nutrient gaps. So I'm going to post one of my most popular videos, the supplements to help you restore your body after childbirth. So the body needs deep nourishing after each and every birth, each and every pregnancy. So particularly vitamin D, B vitamins, and to get your thyroid checked as well. You might need some selenium. So watch that video to see where your nutrient gaps may be. And sometimes it's just boosting your vitamin D for a short amount of time before cutting it down again. So contact your doctor, get your vitamin levels checked, and see if that helps nourish you. This is also in the free handout as well, so make sure you grab it below. Number 3, you only take 1 botanical for sleep. I made the same mistake as well. So another student said that she was just taking valerian only for sleep, and the problem with that is it doesn't address the adrenal health, and we'll get to that in a moment, but it's not enough. So 1 botanical is not enough to help restore your sleep, especially if you're experiencing depression. So you need a combination of herbs, which includes adaptogens and nervines, to help soothe your anxiety and to bust through postpartum depression. Now, it may take time with nutrition, supplements, and herbs, but over time, even if you're taking medication and you choose that route, you can overcome this and feel like yourself again. Number four, you skip adaptogens. So what are adaptogens? I go over it a little bit more in this video, but basically they help us adapt to stress, adapt around stress, but they also have this beautiful cascade effect where it helps nourish all of your organs and adrenals. Typically adaptogens are safe, and especially ashwagandha while nursing is considered a level 1 or a class C, which means compatible and safe. And I go over that in your handout. How do you know when an herb is safe while breastfeeding? But adaptogens should be part of your daily routine, even if you're breastfeeding, because they will help nourish your body and bring your body back to life, especially if you're feeling very depleted and exhausted. So check out this video and see which adaptogens are right for you. Number 5, you don't address mindset. When you don't sleep for months and months and months, what happens to your mind? It goes to crazy dark places, doesn't it? So we want to really switch that around. You're in control of those thoughts. So watch this video to see my favorite affirmations to turn those thoughts around so that they become more positive. You become more positive even on 2 hours of sleep. And I know it's hard. Trust me, I didn't sleep for 2 years with twins. But we really have to start shifting our mindset in figuring out why there's so much anger, why there's so much exhaustion and turning that ship around for the health of your children and your partner and your family. Number 6, you don't take enough nervines. So nervines are a category of herbs that help you soothe your anxiety and your stress. And sometimes we only take one. The number one nervine I would take while breastfeeding and struggling with anxiety and depression to soothe anxiety would be motherwort. So think about what nervines you're taking. Something very simple could be a cup of chamomile or maybe a little bit of lavender. And think about how you can start incorporating more nervines to soothe your anxiety and exhaustion. Number 7, you only take medication. So it is certainly fine if you have to take medication. If you think you're going to harm your children or yourself, that may be the time to reach for medication. Now, some women cannot take medication, and that's why I'm here too, for the women especially that do not want to take medication. But if you're only taking medication and not addressing your adrenals, not addressing your gut health, then you're missing a huge piece of the puzzle because the medication is just going to mask the problems. Worry, you don't see a therapist. I've made this mistake as well. I've actually made all of these mistakes. So I will put a link below to my interview with my therapist and the technique that she used called EMDR, which helped me recover and work through the death of my husband, as well as the same thoughts I experienced during postpartum depression. So look for that link below. Depression or the blues, make sure you grab your free roadmap below, where I help guide you through healing depression and the blues naturally.